happy with the win. Obviously, I told you guys the other day, we talked about a lot of stuff, but you didn't ask enough about Oregon State. They got two of the best young players in the country, in Jordan Pope and Tyler Clayton. Like us, they're predominantly freshmen and sophomores, except for Akano. We're tied, Olido, Pope, all sophomores. Christian, right? So their best players are young, and they played really well last week. I mean, really well. Dominated Arizona State, beat Arizona. In a game where Arizona shot 50+%. It's not like they won a game where Arizona didn't make shots. So obviously, was concerned with that. Fortunately, we got 12 more shots than them because they shot as good as anybody, 51% against us. But we were able to be +4 in turnovers and plus 11 on the glass. So, it's hard to lose when you get 15 more, and 2 more free throws. So I bet you 16 more possessions than that.
Dylan obviously made some late shots, but even more than that, it seems like his confidence just continues to grow.
He's developed. You asked me Tuesday about his speed, and I was talking about decision making. There's a time to use speed on the highway, and there's a time to use change gears in traffic. And I thought there was only one time today where he had his head down going too fast and came up and shot a blind jumper. But young kid, he continues to improve because he's a good kid and he listens to me. So that helps a lot.
Coach, we're obviously seeing some development. The team's improving, but tonight, at least in my perspective, they learned to finish and close out. What can you say about how they played in
conference games? I'll give you some idea. It's a long time ago, but this is pretty. In Power 5 leagues, the average margin of victory, give or take some percentage, is around 6 points a game. So you got to learn to win grinders in conference play. So to your point, we closed it out late. Will hit a big shot. We got the ball with them, got him fouled a couple times. Will's 3 was because he didn't touch the ball. So we got the ball where it needed to go late in the game. We got some stops and some rebounds. Wayne does a great job. Coaches are rated based on fame, and the interesting thing is that players decide how good your coaching is. It's just reality. It's just reality. I mean, you guys have seen, Phil Jackson when Michael retired versus when he came back, and I think Phil Jackson's a genius. You just go down the line. I mean, players determine. And Wayne Tinkle's a great coach. He really is. So he's got a good young team. So I'm happy with that.
And you touched upon rebounds, but the one that sticks out is offensive rebounds, and this is the second game in a row where you guys dominated on the offensive glass.
Have to. You can't expect to win if you don't put forth winning effort, which means you have to put forth more effort than your opponent. So tonight we weren't able to shut them out. Obviously they shot a good percentage, but thankfully we dominated the backboard and we were +4 in turnover margin. But that's, it takes effort to turn people over. It takes effort to out-rebound people and back to, how to win. So you can't expect to win if you want to come out and just be pretty and shoot jump shots. It just doesn't work.
I think when Dem picked up his 3rd foul, was tied at 40. How big was that defensive stretch? I think you guys held them without a made field goal for like 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, you would probably know better than me because I'm out there just trying to survive once he got that 3rd foul. Same with the 4th foul. Those 2 stretches where we played with him on the bench were really important. Adai continues to improve. Stats don't show. He played 8 minutes tonight. Made both his free throws, got 2 rebounds, blocked the shot. I thought he was highly effective in his minutes, and Kenny got 5 rebounds in his. We had a lot of production out of that position. So we had 20 points, 2 blocks, 10 rebounds. as a high, right now, we gotta get more production out of the 4 spot. Burke trying to come back from the injury, obviously not in rhythm. And Sebastian Mack didn't practice for 2 days and did minimal stuff yesterday, and it showed today. It's hard for a freshman to miss time and then come back. Older guys can do it, it's really hard on a freshman. Both those guys' rhythm was definitely off.
Coach, what do you make of, excuse me if you already talked about this,
Sorry.
but what do you make of Dylan's 13 points in that second half, and what do you make of Adem's 14 points in the first half? I mean, it seems like a good thing to have somebody who's going to.
I've gotten older, I tell Lazar all the time, you better be ready to shoot, because I've gotten older, I can't, they won't let me sub in. Somebody got to score now. And I can sit here and talk about effort and toughness all I want. Lazar made 3 threes, Dylan made some big shots, and Adem gave us somebody to play through. The key with Adem is, we're playing through him. So not only when he scores, he gets 2 assists, but also when they double him, even if he didn't get the assist, he's causing so much help that it's getting us shots from other people. It might be the 2nd or 3rd pass out of the double team. I thought Dylan was bad the first 5 minutes, and I told him at the under TV timeout, you can't have a good offense if your point guard don't play. You got to play. But I was telling Ben before you got in his pace, decision making, and his pace really has improved the last 2 games. Similar to something Tiger Campbell was great at.
Any last questions? Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, guys.